Hello, I am Mal. I'm back with my buddy IDED for some more Master of Orion Conquest of the Stars Early Access Co-op. Whew. That was a big thing there, IDED. That kind of wore me out. How you doing, buddy?
We've still got so much to do, though.
I know it, right?
Our Master of Military Movement is going to show us how to manipulate our might and military power by making a brand new design for the cruiser.
Oh, right. You got it too. Okay, so let's see then. All right, so let's go cruiser, and then you know what? Just scrap your cruiser design altogether, and then click on one of the empty ones. Shift over to a cruiser.
I'm also going to point out, anyone who wants to try and say that sentence 5 times fast, I put that challenge to you. That was a lot of M's there, people.
I have to say, the Alkari ships are pretty awesome looking. I mean,
yeah,
they are pretty. Yeah, they really are pretty. I'm like, wow.
They look good.
Some of the races are getting the shaft on the look of their ships. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I've noticed that the Bulrathi ships seem to all look very similar, just slightly larger versions of the same model over and over again.
Yeah, well, which they should look similar, but I'm talking about just like aesthetically looking cool. Which these guys do look cool. All right, so we don't have any special. Like I don't think augmented.
Well, we have titanium. I've got titanium armor improvements, but I don't know if that's worth taking.
It should automatically upgrade your armor from titanium to tritanium. It should shift it. That's the one. It should shift it automatically. If you've got a drive upgrade like a fusion drive, it should do that automatically.
Nice.
And they don't take up. Like the drive technology doesn't take up space. It just makes it more expensive.
I see.
Yeah.
So in weapon slot 0 then, Mal, what's the first weapon of choice?
Well, you know, I am a big fan of missiles, so I'll be putting some more missiles in. Now, do you have Merculite missiles yet, the upgrade?
I certainly do.
Yeah, so I would start with a 2 launcher of fast Merculites in spot 1, 2, and 3, and then we can sort of take it from there. So I'm going to grab Merculite missile salvos for 1, 2, and 3. And
still got, I'm under half space taken on this ship at the moment.
Yeah, so then the question is, do we beef up the first, I think what I'm going to try here is beefing up the first 2 slots to 3 quantity, and then clear one of the missiles out, actually, and instead add in laser cannons, all facing passive defense or point defense. And
of course.
I'm gonna put in like 10 of those.
Are you gonna put them on heavy mount as well, or?
No, not passive. There would be no reason to do that for passive. For point defense, yeah.
All right, okay. And then just the quantity, just 1, or are you gonna?
I'm gonna put 10 in there in that slot for starters.
10. Woohoo!
And then I'm gonna put in some nuclear bombs in the last slot, like 4. Okay, now I still have 208 out of 300.
Same, I'm on 206 out of 300 for that.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and beef up the missile launchers. I'm going to try 6 and 6 and see what happens.
Woohoo!
There we go, 298 out of 300.
Nice, and then so when we come back to this, because we were going to do some more research to try and get the battle pods you were saying, what will we do to then improve upon this design so we can then put those in? What would be the thing to sacrifice?
We won't have to. You see those specials over there on the bottom left hand side that we don't typically use because right now we haven't had anything really worth it. What we'll do is we'll start putting battle pods in those additional slots, and that's going to give us even more space. So what happens is you end up with this super crazy military power ship that's primarily using missile weapons at this early stage. And like one of these ships souped up with the battle pods will pretty much be able to take out any of our opponents' like fleets. I'm talking one ship against a fleet. Now now the way the game balances that is that once you put battle pods in and you stack all that stuff in there, it becomes extremely expensive to build. So that's therein lies the balance. But to me, I think it's worth it because if you remember, like right here it says command points 4. So if I had 2 or 3 cruisers, they could have different levels of military power. I rather have a few ships that cost a lot in terms of cruisers anyway, than having a lot of ships that are going to suck up my command points. Because once you go over your command point limit, like right now I'm 9 of 15. Once you go over that, you start losing a lot of money, like big time money. So you got to kind of be careful balancing out your ships. Hopefully what I just said made some semblance of sense. It is my ardent hope that it made sense.
I'm sure the people at home understand exactly what you're on about.
But are you?
Fleet here all going down through this warp point in Ryla as well, in the attempt to take out this poor listening post.
Let's see. I'm trying to figure out where I can go.
There is loads of frigates there, though, I'd like to point out.
Are they... Oh, on their side?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That space factory that's sat there next to the listening post, there is loads of them.
I'll take a look at that in just a second. I'm trying to figure out where to send my colony ship. Well, I'll just start sending it. Okay, let's see. Oh. 908. Oh, that's not good. That's gonna be a little sketchy.
That.
We may end up losing those ships.
Yeah, I noticed. There is
I was afraid. I was afraid of that. I was afraid of that. But that's okay. That's okay. If we lose them, it's okay. We'll build some other ships real quick, improved ones. I went to the next turn, and we'll get them. We'll get them out there ASAP.
Yep. So my first one died on entry, unfortunately, by the looks of it.
Yeah, mine are going to too, I would imagine. No, they didn't attack? Really? Interesting.
I think it might be because they attacked mine. Because it's obviously you can only do one attack per turn, is it? Or can you do multiples? I assumed it'd be one.
Let me see here. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna push forward.
Okay.
I'm trying to draw them away from the warp point, maybe harass one of their worlds for a turn or two. If we're gonna lose our ships, we might as well lose them doing something.
Yes, of course. Well, I'm going to advance the next turn anyway.
It looks like my ships destroyed their fleet.
2 destroyers, yeah, just wiped them out.
Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually pull back, and I suggest you do the same, because our military outposts will be done in 5 turns. We'll be able to get repairs, and we can hold them on that side of the warp point. Yep, no sense us pushing a bad engagement.
Okay, well, I'm just going to go straight to the next turn then. I've got nothing going on my side at the moment, so waiting on productions and sending that. Let's put an end to this.
This is a good sign. So the Marchand Pride has come to me with a peace treaty. So that means that was their fleet. So they basically have no military power. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to decline this, and then as soon as the ships are repaired, we're going to go back in. Yeah. I'm declining this.
My destroyer is there with no damage at the moment.
Well, you could go in and sit on one of their worlds. You need to declare war, though, if you're going to want to blockade.
Okay.
Because right now, technically, it sees you as a quote-unquote friendly.
Yeah. Even though I've been destroying their scouts left, right, and center. I'm going to move on to their world here, and then I am going to attack their 1 frigate. Yeah, and that will declare war on them, which I'm going to do. And there goes their 1 frigate. See you later, boys. You will regret this, you filthy mongrel. Yes, I'm sure I won't.
I don't think so either. No.
So my colony ship is done. I might just get another colonial revenue service on my main planet and then build my space elevator.
My problem is that the planets I could colonize, they're okay. I guess I'll just go for something nearby. I need to get rid of this stupid space worm, but I sent all my military forces forward. That's okay, though. I'll build another couple of destroyers and kill the space worm.
I am going to take this colony ship to Kif, nonetheless, as suggested.
Yeah, if that's still open, take it. You might want to go ahead and build a space factory too, because then you could secure Kif Prime, and then you could build on the far Galactic West warp point, the one that leads over to Chalet, and then that would basically secure that front. So if we secured Kif, and then if we secured... Is there anything worth colonizing in that Tendaris system? Yes, there is.
Let's have a look.
Yes, Tendaris Prime is huge and rich. It's barren, but... Yeah, you should take that system too, dude. And there's a planet there with artifacts.
Yeah, so have to get that sorted.
Oh, he got Kif.
Well, my destroyer is on the way to it anyway, so we'll see if we can rectify that problem. Okay, I can't. Can I? Oh no, because of course my destroyer's not got any bombs on it.
Yeah, no bombs, right? Yeah.
So I can't just destroy their
planet. But you can.
I could barricade them in though.
Yeah, exactly. You could keep other ships from coming through too. Both things are useful.
Yeah, so I'm just going to sit on the warp point to their home planet.
He's got 3 scouts inbound. I don't know if these scouts are armed or not. No, they're not. Why the hell is he doing that? That's just stupid.
Desperation, my friend. Desperation.
I guess so. Well, my 1 damage destroyer, I'm going to move away. And then I've got a brand new destroyer sitting there, so I'll just guard with that.
Okay, so on this one, what's my morale like? 70%. Okay, so realistic government support facilities most probably going to be good.
Yeah, because at 70% you can start getting people strike. Anything below 80, there's a chance to have workers strike.
Yeah, exactly.
It's also important to know.
I've already got 1 on strike at the moment.
Yeah,
so and it's down with the little red sign.
And what I usually do if they're striking is I throw them into research because that's, you know what I mean? I'll just be like, okay, you can strike up there. I don't really care. I don't want you striking on food or production.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
I don't know that it matters, but I just like I just like to throw him up there just so I'm like, okay, he's on strike. We'll put him up there. We'll deal with him and his lot later. Silly striking workers. Whatever, man.
Yeah.
Taking that crap.
Take your problems elsewhere.
You're lucky to have a job, people. You're lucky to have a job. Let's see.
A dictatorship, not a democracy. Alright, anyway, I'm gonna just keep advancing to the next turn. I'm gonna hope that my stuff all gets there.
Alright, I'm gonna get rid of their 3 scouts.
I need that cruiser though, immediately. I have to build that cruiser sooner rather than later.
Now, didn't you brought your ship back for repairs? Is that what you did?
No, it didn't have any damage to it, you see, so I just set it on their warp point.
I see.
So they can still produce ships, which they have done, at Chiba, which looks like they're going to come attack me and get destroyed for it. He's on, it looks like he's on 90%, so he's taken 10% damage. It's not really that bad. Yeah, I'm just going to keep advancing turns.
Okay. I'll do likewise. Can you take out...
Oh, I know. Our colonies have become polluted.
That's okay. You can just do polluted removal for a few turns. It's that little refresh, recycle symbol. You could go to his planet and destroy that frigate that's there. I mean, you outgun him by double.
If I put that pollution cleanup on, just as a quick question, can I move that up the queue by dragging it or anything like that? Or
yeah, you can just hold down the button and toss it into what you want to do right now.
Cool, excellent. I was hoping that I didn't have to get rid of the queue to then put that to the front.
No, you're good.
Okay. Oh, GNN. What they got to say for themselves? Oh, you can... Oh, yeah, there we go. The Alkari now controls 5 planets. 5 planets to the Mao.
I have to say, those cut sequences for the different world types, and it's the actual ship for your, for your Empire stuff, I think those were epically done.
Yeah, I really do enjoy them, actually.
I watch them every time. I'm like, it's so cool.
Alright, so what are we here for morale? 70%. Alright, I need to start building the government support facilities and pretty much all my planets by the looks of it.
Now,
no one's happy.
One thing you're going to want to do too, IDED, is as you get into different types of worlds, like for instance, the one I just colonized was a large tundra world, you're going to want to make sure you look at your tech because there's certain tech that's only applicable for certain worlds. Like as an example,
okay.
First thing I'm going to build is an automated factory, and then the second thing I'm going to build is called fungal farms, which you can only build on, I think, Tundra and Barren, if I remember right. Hold on.
Okay.
Let me exit out of that and go back in there. Let's see. Yeah, Tundra and Desert, and it's +2 food. So on certain worlds that you think, oh, maybe they're not that great, well, with the right tech and stuff, they can actually end up being pretty good. And then later on, you can get terraforming, and you can completely upgrade the biome of a planet if you want to.
All right, nice. Oh, that's very cool. Okay, well, I'm just going to keep advancing turn still.
Okay.
As I go through to try and be a pain in the butt to these people.
Okay, and I think my fleet's over there now, too. Let me see. Hold on, I'm sorry. I got to choose production for stuff. Hydroponic farm, I guess. Fleet needs orders.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pay up for one of those cruisers to start destroying planets pretty soon, by the looks of it. Right, how damaged is that ship now? He's taken a few turns of combat. He's still doing alright. He's on 80% by the looks of it.
Yeah, I'm going to their world right over here.
Yep. Okay.
I'm on the next turn.
Okay, I shall advance the next turn as well. Okay, now I've got to choose production.
Alright, I'm going to take out his frigate. It's too bad there's no tactical combat and multiplayer yet.
Yeah, it is a bit of a pity, isn't it, when it comes down to it?
Now, it says I can attack. Oh, I do have some nuclear bombs on this. I forgot about that. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and bomb the hell out of this thing. So I'm just going to stay here. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Who's got the bombs?
You got the bombs. Who the bomb, baby?
Let's see. I'm going to send this frigate back for repairs, and then my other destroyer's almost done being repaired, so as soon as it's done,
yeah, I need to
I'll
go back
send it.
Actually.
Okay, then what I'll do is I'll take this destroyer, and for now, I'll move it to the warp point, and I'll wait for you guys to get back, and then I'll go back to bombarding the planet.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So, because
like
it's,
a plan.
I mean, it would have been ideal, right, if we got troop transports and, like, invaded these places, and we may want to do that. We may want to get, like, once we take care of Chiba, we may want to go to Ferris and just, like, sit a whole fleet on the warp point where they can't get out, and then once we have troop transports, go in and take the planets there. Because if we could take it with troop transports, we could get not only their population, but the structures that are there.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And if we want to risk the wrath of the other alien races, we could even use bioweapons if we wanted to make sure we got all the structures. It's kind of scumbaggy, but we decided we weren't going to be nice guys in this.
Yeah, exactly. We went for advanced sort of combat, so we might as well go the whole hog with it. Okay. Doing just advancing next turn, I suppose. Moving through these turns pretty rapidly at this point, which is quite cool. Now to turn 64, so we're doing all right.
I'm trying to decide. Yeah, I'm going to build another starbase. Don't forget, starbases can not only defend your planet, but they give you additional scanning range, and
yes,
they give you command points.
Ah, nice.
Okay, so he's sending another scout, which I'm not sure why he's doing that. I think that's all he can build, basically. He doesn't have any resources at this point. Or she, if you want to refer to him that way.
Yeah, well. The cat things, or whatever. Too busy playing with balls of yarn. Okay, let's choose production for here.
Okay, and I can send this destroyer forward, and this space factory. Well, I'm feeling comfortable with Ryla's defenses now, so I'm going to send this space factory to sort of the western front. It's going to take like 80 years to get there, but whatevs. It's fine. Okay, I'm going to the next turn.
We'll do the same. Looks like I've got a fleet that needs orders. Where are they? Oh. Fine, carry on.
Okay. Goodbye, Scout. Now, hopefully they're going to put in ship veterancy, so as each ship has some kind of a fight, then some kind of conflict, they'll earn some experience, the crew gets better, and the ship's overall performance gets better. I hope they're putting that in. And if they do, then a situation like this, we could farm XP. Like we could leave our ships on a warp point where they have no chance of getting out, and then let them just keep basically throwing people at a wall. We kill their ships and rank up ours. It's a pretty good, it's a pretty good tactic, actually. So I sincerely hope that they're putting in ship veterancy. The other thing that you haven't seen, which I can't imagine they wouldn't put in, is both colony and military leaders. So you could take a colony that had, like, say, 1 good world and then, like, say, 4 crappy worlds, right? But since it had 5 in one system, now you could do things like take somebody that gives research bonuses, say 30 or 40% to research in a system, and now you have a system that could be dedicated to research, or a system that's dedicated to building ships, or what have you, just depending on what colony leader you end up putting in that system.
Oh, that's quite a cool idea.
Yeah, that's, I mean...
It brings a new depth to the play as well, doesn't it, really? So
it does.
Plan it out a bit better.
Okay, so now I've got a choice between battle pods and fighter bays. Now, I'm going to take battle pods. Now, this is the first selectable tech that we talked about earlier.
Okay.
So I'm going to get battle pods, and they're super good. Okay, now, if we end up not being able to trade, then, I would have battle pods and you would have fighter bays, but... It's for science, man. It's literally for science if you want to do it, or you could pick battle pods too.
We can try and do the exchange and then just do it as a one-off from one side, and then if you've got it and then you can't gift it, so to speak, then that's pretty much it. Because you can just choose on each side, can't you, what they have to trade? So you can just pick nothing on my side and see if you can give it.
Oh, okay,
and if it doesn't work, and then that way we'll know in advance, because I'm going to be finished with mine in 2 turns.
Okay, so I'm going to try right now to give you battle pods, and let's see if it'll let me do it. It does let me do it, and battle pods is available. So we were right.
Okay, Woo! So I will now take the fighter bays instead then.
Yep, and I am sending that to you, my friend. Grats, battle pods are available.
That's pretty badass. Okay, and I shall give you fighter bays shortly then.
So now all we have to do is, now sometimes there'll be more than 2 choices, but I think for the most part it's 2. So then every time we choose a new tech, then that's what we'll do. We'll just take the opposing one. Now, the other way that you can get tech too is you can steal it, but spying's not in the game yet, or you can get it when you take over a colony. You have a random chance, depending on the size of the world, to get their tech when you take over a colony.
All right, and I saw the spying. You get that 10% spying bonus, and that does that actually have no effect at the moment if you take that during the biological research then? Yeah,
it doesn't do anything yet because espionage isn't in, which is the same reason some of the races aren't in, like the Darlock, because they get like starting bonuses to espionage. They're clearly not in because their starting bonuses would suck right now because there isn't anything.
Well, it'd be pointless. Yeah. Okay, I see.
Now I'm gonna backtrack and grab some lower end tech that I didn't get, like electronics and biotech, and then I'll start going back up the tree again. Okay, I'm gonna attack this colony again. I need some more bombs. Here we go. Let's do this. Drop all. Okay, I've almost got this colony destroyed. Next turn.
A little friendly barter will help both.
Oh, the humans are offering me 180 credits for battle pods. Yeah, that's not happening. Yeah. That's actually quite a bit, really. But there's no way.
Giving them that kind of military power.
Now, would you
really want to do that?
Well, now this is kind of scumbaggy. Another thing that you can do is right before you're about to declare war on somebody, a war like you're gonna win, you can do a bunch of like exchanges for tech. And sell tech to them, and then destroy all their worlds before they're able to use the tech, because they can't use it right away.
Yeah, that's an extremely dirty move there, Mal.
Once
again, You know, no love lost in war at the end of the day.
You gotta do what
destroyer's all spec'd up, so I'm gonna take him back through.
Gotta do what you gotta do, man. What can I say? Gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, exactly. All right, I'm gonna advance to the next turn anyway.
Okay, I am going to destroy their frigates. Man, they're trying whole hog to save this colony, but goodbye, colony. Okay, so now their colony is destroyed, and I'm going to move back over to the warp point. So now they are trapped in their home system.
Nice. Yeah, and then we can just block that off, basically, and then move in when we're ready.
That's exactly what we'll do. Oh, I just found a decent planet. That's nice. Okay, going to the next turn.
Yeah, no, they're offering me now only 144 credits for battle pods. I think not.
They must have spent some money on something. Okay, trade treaty with Bulrathi has finished. It's yielded 86 credits. I'm gonna check and see if we can get. Do we have enough for research? No, man, they make those research treaties expensive. Well, I guess trade treaty. Keep doing that, because that's free money. Okay, guard that.
Is there a way
point.
you can join fleets at a point or not?
I don't think that there's a way to merge fleets, at least not at this point. So I don't think we can fight together against a target. However, we could always coordinate in terms of like.
I was just trying to merge two of my fleets, basically.
Yeah. Oh, merge your fleet?
Yeah, it doesn't seem to do it. 'Cause two of them are sat in the exact same location. I've still got Fleet A and Fleet B.
Oh, you know what? I've noticed that. The way I've fixed that in the past is I just temporarily move them to a planet or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Both there, and then they stack up, and then I move them back.
Okay, that makes sense. All right, then I shall do that over one of the next turns then. Okay, I've got to choose some research. Yep, so fighter base, because I've already got the other one, so I'll take that. Obviously, you have to click update blueprints, but I'm not going to do that right now. All right, so what was the next set of? And
you don't necessarily want to do update blueprints. Matter of fact, I typically don't use that button.
You can custom build instead.
Well, because what'll happen is it might just go ahead and toss fighter bays on every design you have, and you don't necessarily even want to do that.
No, too true. Okay, I'm just going to quickly send you fighter bays.
Okay, cool.
My negotiation. It's not much of a negotiation because I'm just going to send you stuff. Take my stuff. Take my money.
All right, I'll take the fighter bay tech.
Yeah. I do like that though. It's like, yeah, negotiate. No. You don't understand how negotiations work.
I can't accept it yet though. I will on the next turn.
Yep, no, I will process turn, so you'll be able to accept it pretty much straight away. There we go. Now have it. I'm going to quickly take my space factory to Ursa Prime so I can build the gas harvester on there.
Did they recolonize or something? They're still... It's still acting like there's...
sometimes I find it doesn't destroy it straight away. I've had this in my my games as well, where it sort of... Even though you've bombed it, it hasn't actually destroyed everything on it. And so thusly, it's like you have to keep doing it. A bit weird.
Huh.
The Academy has worked tirelessly.
I don't really understand it myself, because I've had that a few times. That was the problem I was talking about in one of our previous episodes with the pirates, where I bombed their world, and then 2 turns later they produced another ship there, and I was like, well, how did they manage that when I bombed the world? But I assume it's because it doesn't instantly destroy all the population. If there's any pockets of resistance left, they recolonize.
Well, maybe. Let's see. I'm gonna go for... I think I'm gonna go ahead and grab troop transports next.
Sounds like a good choice. Whoop whoop. Turn 70. Not doing too badly. We're getting through the turns a bit more rapidly now.
Yeah.
Progressing towards that 100 marker quite nicely.
Let's see. Head that way. Next turn. And actually, this is...
Oh, they finally decided to destroy my scout.
Mine's still up there, so they'll probably destroy mine next turn. Since it's harassing them. Man, they are really trying to secure that, too. They've got 2 space factories in there? Wow, okay. How far are you away from Kif?
I am literally, I don't know how many turns it is now. I think I'm maybe like, I don't know, about 10 turns maybe from getting there. I am slowly advancing towards it as quickly as I can. Need those upgraded engines, really. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
They're just so slow.
They are. All right, well, we are out of time for this one, folks, but I hope that you enjoyed it, and if you did, please consider hitting that thumbs up. Remember, we will have these up on both channels, so you can watch from either perspective at any time. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, I am Mal, he is IDED, and we will see you later.
See you soon.